At The Defender, we're building great leaders one leader at a time. And your path to becoming a great leader, if you want to be able to excel at what you do, it's critical to focus in on one of the most important leadership foundations, and that is leading with vision. If you like what you hear in this video, don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel and check out my new website at gregorymwade.com. I have a wealth of video content for you to consume. I'm Gregory Wade. You're watching The Defender. Now, go with me on this. If you're rolling your eyes and you're saying to yourself, you know what, I've heard it all before. These companies that extol all their great values and vision and mission, you know what, it all adds up to a little bit of nothing because they really don't walk the walk and talk the talk. You may have your vision up on the wall at your office, but really does the company follow through with what it says it's going to accomplish? Well, I'm actually here to tell you today that it is a critical, an important aspect of your leadership skill set. Our research shows, and it's backed up by Forbes, that companies with vision have 2.5 times more the opportunity to establish a high-performance team and outpace on revenue than companies that do not have a stated vision and don't really hold to their values and to their direction. If you still think that having an established vision is not meaningful and it's not really backed up by your leadership, your company, and your direction, then I would share with you, think about Apple, think about Coca-Cola, think about Nike. And you know what? If you're thinking they're all just Fortune 500 companies and no matter what they're going to do, they're going to be successful, well, bring into the mix a company like Chobani, which I just commented on yesterday, and you'll find out that, you know what? Having an established vision, having a leader that can guide and have a purpose behind the organization truly does help differentiate their company, and they prove more and more results in their delivery. Now, when I was at the helm of an organization in Asia Pacific, I worked for a company that saw its business implode. And its business imploded not in Asia Pacific, but in other parts of the world, partly because it ended up in a point where it was simply selling widgets. The company employees really had no idea where the organization was going and what it stood for. Well, I took a different tact within my organization, and we had a very clear vision for what we wanted to be able to accomplish. And that was we wanted to be able to change the lives, the livelihood, and the lifestyle of the consumers and businesses that we supported across the Asia Pacific. And you know what? It proved itself out. And we had one of the most followed brands across the entire region. Not just followed, but then our sales surged. The connection and the engagement with our brand was incredible. Now, if you're a leader and you're struggling and you're not sure how to go about articulating your vision, you know what? You actually don't have to spend the hours and hours in a boardroom with your senior leadership team and other consultants to try and come up with the perfect words and to wordsmith a single sentence and then try and add in your mission and then identify what you stand for from a values perspective. That becomes really clinical, and ultimately I think that's one of the reasons why it ends up failing, is because employees just can't connect with all of the wordsmithing. So you know what? Take the time, sit within that boardroom, or actually, you know what? Get yourself out of the office environment, into an open space, into the wide world out there, and just actually identify both from the heart, from the mind, what you believe your company stands for, the why, and why you make a difference both from a long-term perspective, being your vision, what you want to be able to accomplish in the short term from a mission perspective, and that could be impact and benefit and value to your customers, to your stakeholders, to your partners, and even to your, of course, to your shareholders. And then you layer on top of that the importance of values. What do you stand for from a company perspective, whether that's societal, whether that's, again, how you treat each other within the organization, what you expect for your company in terms of what you want to deliver to your customers and to your prospects, and of course how you work through your partnerships as well. That's those values that so critically support what you want to be able to accomplish from a vision perspective. Now, ultimately, what does a vision or an established vision allow you to do as a leader, and then what can you expect as an employee within the organization. First, an established vision and a purpose and direction that your company can rally around provides for focus. The team members within your company know what you're trying to accomplish both from the short-term perspective and then the longer-term perspective. They're more apt to give it their heart, their soul, and their time and their effort to help you accomplish that vision if they believe. The next item is that you help to reduce clutter. It makes it a heck of a lot easier for your teams to be able to say, you know what, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to sign that check. I'm not going to sign up for that initiative because it doesn't align to what we're trying to accomplish from our vision perspective. So again, it removes clutter. The third most important aspect as to why it's important to have that vision is because you help to establish belief. Employees within your company actually believe in you as a leader, believe in your senior leadership team and what you're trying to accomplish because it's meaningful to them. The next aspect is consistency. So again, you've removed that clutter. The great news is that you're consistent in terms of what your team articulates as your vision. I'll give you a little test. If you're in a situation now where you don't really have a clearly articulated vision, you're really not sure where you're going as a company, ask 10 people within your company to articulate what you stand for, what your vision is. I bet you're going to get 10 different answers. And if you do, you know what? Take that time, as I suggested to you earlier, get yourself out of the office, get yourself out of the environment, and start drawing up what you stand for as a company and as a leader. The next important aspect of why it's critical that you establish a vision for your company is to be able to ensure that your company team understands that you are a people-first organization. You know, millennials want to be able to work for a company that actually stands for something, that means something. And if you have that established vision that identifies an impact, a benefit, a value to both society as well as to your customers and to the broader industry, you're not only going to have millennials who believe in what you want to be able to accomplish, you're going to have the entire company rallying behind you. And that's a people-first mentality and aspect of leadership. Companies with vision are able to ensure that there is commitment within the organization, within teams, to be able to accomplish that vision. It may not happen tomorrow, it may not happen a year from now, but you will have that commitment to ensure that it happens 2 years from now, 3 years from now. Just think about what Richard Branson's trying to establish with exploration into space. It's not going to happen tomorrow, but he's got the commitment of engineers, the commitment of technologists, scientists, and the organization behind them to help that vision become a reality. And then finally, one of the most important aspects, of course, we're in business, and that's results. So a vision aligns, a vision removes clutter, a vision also helps you to establish the importance of people. And at the end of the day, as I mentioned earlier, companies with vision have a much greater opportunity to deliver on their results. I'm Gregory Wade. You're watching The Defender. Don't forget to like, share, and comment below. Subscribe to my YouTube channel and check out my website at gregorymwade.com.